I am leaving soon, and you will forgive me if I speak bluntly.
A glib fucking remark. That's...
Johnny, the word on the street out there is that Julian Assange, he may be released shortly. Well, Johnny, yes, there is. There is some talk of him being released, yes. But Johnny, is it true? Well, Johnny, just calm yourself. Calm yourself. Because Julian Assange's legal team, but Johnny, up to the point of this recording taking place, they say they haven't officially heard anything about it.
And somehow everybody got fucking confused.
Okay, and I'm using very hesitant language here because this has not been confirmed, and there's some denial I'm seeing from Assange's own attorneys.
Well, yes, of course. The fucking Wall Street Journal comes out and says this. They must get their bloody information from somewhere, surely. They come out and say that the US is considering dropping all the charges and just having him plead guilty to a misdemeanor. A misdemeanor? Yeah, a misdemeanor. I mean, it's a funny word, that misdemeanor. It sounds like a woman. But that's what they're saying.
Julian Assange could have his criminal charges downgraded under a guilty plea deal that might bring a resolution to his legal case. The US Justice Department is contemplating allowing the WikiLeaks founder to plead to a reduced misdemeanor charge of mishandling classified information.
Now, that's all very well and great that he's going to be released, Johnny. But, Johnny, couldn't they have arrived at this bloody decision? How long has the US been sitting on this sort of bloody shit? Like fucking 6 years ago? I mean, all of a sudden they come out and say, oh, we'll just drop the charges and have him plead guilty to a misdemeanor and all will be forgiven. His mental health, for a start. I mean, what sort of a fucking justice system is that? Either he bloody committed a crime and should have been fucking prosecuted 8 years ago, or he didn't.
For his own health, he has been in prison or under detention for years and years and years. It's taken a tremendous toll on him. I think this is a scandal from a free speech standpoint, from a journalism standpoint.
So is the US interested in justice, as they say they are, or are they just fucking around? Johnny, and I'm going to come out right now on international TV and say that's fucking bullshit justice. Well, yeah, they the US, you should be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, ashamed of themselves. Now you got me bloody upset, Johnny. You got me ranting and raving. So why have all this with a control?
We're in a political environment where there's a lot of conversation, I think rightly so, about the scope of our military action abroad and what kind of military actions we endorse and whether or not international law is basically being thrown out of the window.
Well, that's a bloody disgrace.
I am leaving soon.
It'll all be over. No, there'd be none of this fucking around bullshit and to and fro and all that sort of stuff. It would have been dealt with. Yeah. And you know, Johnny, it reminds me a little bit of what's going on in Israel at the moment. Whoa, what's going on with Israel? Just think that the joint's run by a bunch of...